So I knew there was freaking money in trading. There was crazy money in trading, but how was I going to key into this? How was I going to make this money? That was why I decided to say no. I'm not going to trade robot again. I'm not going to do this shit again. I have to get knowledge so I can be the one trading and be responsible for all my losses and all my wins. So 2020, early 2020, that was lockdown. Lockdown started and couldn't do much. I was into online survey, into different things online. So, but I was studying baby peeps back to back. So, at the mid of 2020, I started all these random investment again after losing money with some platform. I did Jumbo Box, I did Quantiply. Quantiply was the only thing that was reasonable, but we just have to be using VPN. I did Quantiply, Jumbo Box, PVP. I made some little money from PVP, but it was not sustainable. Then one of my friend engaged us with this German survey, entire China's club. So I did that till 2021. But that 2020, I was still studying baby peeps. I was reading it like holistically, reading it one after the other. I had a PDF. I was studying it. So 2020, at the last quarter of 2020, I decided to, start going for seminars. Because I have to, trade with a broker and I have to trade with a reasonable one that will meet with all my conditions and all the things I can, you know, I had to choose a broker that is really good and can also help my career. So 2021, I went for this training. It was intensive at Ikeja. I went there. It was CM Trading. They were my first broker. So I funded $250 with them. So they gave me a bonus of $150. So I had 400 in my equity. You know, they tell you that the first 3 months of trading, you blow it up. So the 90% of traders blow up their capital in the first 3 months of trading. I would say that kind of happened to me, but I took that for $400. I took it to 470. I withdrew $50. I was happy that yes, this thing was making sense. Meanwhile, I went for their seminar and training January. So I started placing demo trade as of that January. So January 17th, I felt okay, I'm confident enough to start trading the live market. I started trading in the live market. Before you knew it, what I did was, why I was happy that I was like, no, this $400, I'm going to hold it for more than 3 months. So at least I will know that yes, the first 3 months of trading, I did not blow my capital. I was trading that $400 holistically. But meanwhile, they brought an option for us to copy trade professionals. All these guys, all these brokers, they will tell you that they have some good professional traders trading with them. You just have to what? Set your risk parameters and allocate your own personal fund so it will trade. Even if you have a small equity, you are still going to be making profit. You understand? I copied one guy. So I copied this trade. I only said once you lose 20% of my capital, stop copying. That was how they set the whole thing. But unfortunately, this guy, I was into a trade. I saw him taking trade because I was taking live trade, but I didn't. When I started copying that guy, I did not trade that account. I was just watching what will happen. So it was 400. That was before I withdrew my first, made my first withdrawal. So I noticed this guy entered trades. He was on Aussie USD, was on Euro card, he was on I think GU also. I noticed the guy took a trade. The trade did not even go into profit. After I noticed, the price was stagnant. That's to tell you that it was consolidating. You understand? That's to tell you that the market was consolidating. It was just ranging around price, but it was in a little bit drawdown. I noticed my equity was in minus $10. I was like, well, I've set my risk parameters to once it takes lose 20% of my equity, stop copying. So I felt okay since I've allocated 20% of my equity to copying that guy. No problem now. I'm still on track. I'm still very much on track. So what I did was I started monitoring this guy like I was actually trading myself. I started monitoring every damn thing that was happening. I just open it, see those trade going, see those trade going. The guy did not close it for like 4 days. I was like, what's going on? I was not seeing minus $58. I was like, no, 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 no. This thing is more than my 20%, and it did not stop copying. It's supposed to have closed up my trade, and stop me from all trade. After doing my calculations, found out that this guy was in drawdown that was way above my 20% of $400. What will I do? I was like, what will I do? I just decided, what do I do? I was like, if this guy gets to $80, which is my 20% of 400, how will I be able to contain this loss? It's too early for me to. So will I just get to $80 and and get the trade stopped out? I was like, okay, it's in 58, almost my 20%. How will I do this shit? How will I stop this guy? It was above 10% already. 40 was above 10%. I said, sorry, I said it was, I traded above my 20%. 40 was already above 10%. I was like, I can't be holding this trade. Highest, when it gets to 80, to stop copying. At the end of the day, I'm the one that took that losses. What I did, I closed all the trade myself. I took loss of $58. I was like, for a $400, taking loss of $58.60 was not my own psychology at that time, because I was new. I was like, how many times will I do this that your $400 is gone? And I have the intention to keep the trade for a very long time. So I disabled all the trade and I started trading my own capital. So after a month, I took it back from that. I recovered that 58, took it to 470. That was where I made my first $50. I withdrew. I was so happy. I was telling my ex then that, wow, I told her that this thing is real. Let's really really invest into this. She was really happy that we made our first $50, and my money, my 410 was still 420 was still there. Before you know it, bro, everything started going. Everything started going down. Started going down. I was like swimming in an ocean that I was trying to survive. Swimming, go up a little bit, go up a little bit. That was how I started struggling with $50 remaining in my equities. From 420, started struggling. I almost died, because that saving was just like my Christmas bonus. I added some money to it. It was just like, that year was not nice. Okay, I decided to manage the $50 before 3 weeks, because I was not trading every day again. I was just taking small trade, 0.01, 0.01. I lost the money. So the day I blew the account, I blew the $50 that was remaining out of 400. I was on my way to work that morning. I just saw that I've zeroed it. I just decided not to go to work. I just branched. One of my neighbor stayed there with her. I couldn't go to work. I was depressed, so I went back home. After me and her gisting for a long time, I went back home in the afternoon. So it has not been easy, and I will not lie. I've learned a lot. After then, I started trading prop firms, started, reallocating, making proper allocations, and that was how we were grinding. Did not fund that CM trading anymore. I used the one that were Nigeria friendly, which is XNES. I switched to XNES. I was just trading. Ever since then, I've been trading with XNES. Other things, other brokers I've been trading with were prop firms. I was doing MFF. I even passed my MFF, made two withdrawals, blew it. But ever since then, I've been buying back to back. Didn't pass again. Consummate, I bought. The thing is, consistency matters. But ever, I just want to just drop this video to just explain how I got started with Forex. Any other thing I will put in other videos. But please, guys, please subscribe to this channel. Please subscribe and like this video. Hmm? It's just the beginning of how we started and how where we are going to. So I'm just documenting it down. Thank you so much. I love you guys. I love you guys. Happy Sunday. God bless you.